painting on LSD is really fun. And in the beginning, when it didn't really kick in, it was a lot of sort of wondering of what should I do, what should I paint, what should I draw, what are the ideas that I have in my head. And when it finally started to, like I said, kick in, you realize all these questions don't really matter. And you see that, just paint. Just fuck it. Just splash colors onto the screen. Just like, paint over it, paint underneath it or whatever the fuck, just fill this empty canvas with images, with something. And that was kind of, I don't know, it was interesting. It was really freeing. I never done that before, I think. Especially not when I was high. I gotta admit that. And a lot of crazy shit just came out of my head, basically. You had this, I don't know even what the hell to call it. It's just like this evil warlord trying to roast humanity or some shit. I don't know, like I'm trying to interpret these images as I'm looking at them, but there really is no this is just like an open, I don't know, like everybody can pretty much have their own way of looking at these images. For me personally, I think the best one has to be like the cosmic worm. It was just something about it. It was just like so interesting to me that I just felt I gotta make this into a tattoo design. Full disclosure, I never had a tattoo, and I'm planning to get this one on my arm. This is going to be pretty sick, I have to say. I made it a lot more detailed, I made it a lot more colorful, and I think it looks cool. The message of these images, like I said before, don't really matter. Everybody can have their own, opinions, thoughts about what these images are supposed to represent, whatever. It really was just trying to pour my emotions, things that I was feeling at the time when I was high, onto the screen. I noticed I had a weird fixation with eyeballs. I don't really know why. They look cool, so I painted them, and I kind of liked that it was like, different types of eyeballs, like multicolored and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the paranoiac in me, who always thinks like somebody's watching him or somebody's judging what he's doing or something. It's just, it's that aspect of my personality that's kind of like, I guess, reflected in these eyeballs. I don't know. Like that. Look, I'm just a guy who did LSD. Now I'm rambling about it, and I'm making a video about it. That's pretty much it. I'm trying to make sense of what I made, essentially, while on drugs. These are pretty cool images. I know I'm kind of biased, but hey, I try to be, at least true to myself. I like these images, I don't say that a lot for my art, but for these 3 images, I mean, obviously my favorite has to be like the cosmic worm, like I said before. The other 2, I mean, hey, they're pretty cool too, I mean, personally, I probably would have added some more stuff onto them, but I really like the different colors I used. I have to say, I'm a really big fan of sort of earth tones, like browns, reds, yellows. I don't really use a lot of greens, pinks, blues, or anything like that. I still wanted to come out of my comfort zone and really experiment a little bit, make an interesting composition, make an interesting color choice. It turned out fine.